Your first fire of the season, also known as the break-in fire, is the most important fire if you want your stove to last a really long time. So today I'm going to show you what that's all about. So first thing we're going to do is to make sure that the stove, the integrity of the stove is there, nothing is cracked, and that there's nothing out of place or anything that shouldn't be in there, and everything looks like it should be. The door, the glass, the retainers, everything looks fine. That's the first thing you're gonna do, is inspect your stove. Make sure that everything is in good working order and nothing is broken. If anything is cracked to the degree that it looks like it makes you question yourself, that really looks bad, then you should replace that component in the stove. And I'm sure your owner's manual will tell you all about where to order the parts for. But anyway, we are looking good right here. We then stack some wood in here, some kindling wood, and oftentimes people will use newspapers bundled up to at the very bottom to get the fire going. I personally like to use bark because it's just as efficient, and I don't really like to use it or burn newspaper, because even the operating procedures of the stove tell you not to use anything that isn't a natural like wood. That's why you don't burn a manufactured wood. And you also don't burn treated wood. We then go ahead and open your bypass valve. This particular stove has a catalytic converter. That's the new regulations here in the United States. You bypass it all the way. We go ahead and open the air to the left all the way, and here we go. Once we get the kindling of the fire, the kindle wood going, we leave the door open just a little bit so that it creates a draft upwards the chimney and gets the wood burning, as you can tell, and it is going. So we're going to go ahead and shut the door. The door is closed, and we are now just going to let this wood burn for a little bit, and then we might put one log on it only. Now, the objective of a break-in fire is not to get this thing piping hot. We're not gonna do that. All we're gonna do is so that it's warm to the touch. Once it's warm to the touch and it feels comfortable, not hot, we're gonna go ahead and choke the air, and we're gonna kill the fire. And that is, folks, your break-in fire. What this essentially does is burn or allow any moisture that has been absorbed in the stones and in the stove components throughout the spring, summer, and fall. And what the break-in fire does, it allows that the heat to dissipate all that, and therefore avoid the possibility of anything breaking within your stove, and therefore prolong the longevity of the stove. Okay, so I have not had the need to add any more wood for the stove to reach a warm to the touch temperature. So we are good to go. The stove has been making some noises, the metals have been expanding, and everything looks good inside the stove. So we're gonna go ahead and choke the fire. We're gonna go ahead and close the air. As you can tell, the flame went from an ardent burn, such it is now, to a mellow burn. We're going to go ahead and kill this fire, and what you're going to want to do is wait for this stove to reach ambient temperature and the fire is totally died down. After that, you can burn as much wood as you want, you could burn as hot as you want, and your stove will be ready to go. This, for anybody who is curious what kind of stove this is it's made by Earthstone, and it is the Manchester model 8362. I gotta tell you guys, I love this thing. It does come with the soapstone, and what it does, it extends the heat throughout the night, slowly dissipating heat, so that once the fire goes out, the stove doesn't just become cold right away, and that's it, the room becomes cold. This thing instead will stay warm for hours and hours and hours, where oftentimes all you gotta do is throw another log in the morning, and this thing will be up and running again. As always, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up if this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you at the next video.